Hello. How are you guys doing? I'm glad that you guys can make it here with me on this Friday. We have some interesting news that just hit all the blogs, and it has to do with Diddy. Yes, Diddy, he has been revoked. He has been rebuked by Howard University. You guys know Howard University and Diddy have a long history, a long relationship, and now they are cutting all ties with him and they are refunding him all of his millions of dollars. And we have to talk about that. And it has a lot to do with that video footage, that hotel footage 2016 of we seeing Diddy giving Cassidy no grace. We see Diddy dragging her, putting paws on her, kicking her. And nowhere in that video did Diddy just stop and reflect and say, oh no. And this is just a little bit, a glimpse of the horror that she had to face all those years. And what I have to say about that first, before I continue to go on, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. If you guys can hear me, please press 3. Hey, Betty girl, how are you? Hey, Z-Cat, I seen you over there at Sherelle's World. I did. Hey, Kavan. Hey, Carla. What's up, Jay? What's up, Lativia J? What's up, Lisa Wilson, girl? You know you my girl. Yes. Hey, Shelly Boo. Hey, Z, I just want to say thank you guys for loving me and supporting me. You guys know it's been a journey. Some of y'all have been with me from a long time ago, and I appreciate you guys for still being here. Please like this video. It's very important for you guys to like this video, so it helps me with this channel. It gives me motivation to come back up here. And it's so many areas that I want to dive into. So let's dive into Diddy. Howard said they are done with him. His legacy is ruined, and all because he could not control himself. You know, they tell me that men are logical. That's what they tell me. I don't know about you. Have you heard about that too? Like they push this narrative that men are logical, women are emotional. Women should not be leaders because women are so emotional, they won't have any logic to do what's right because they're going to be so into their feelings. They're going to make a mistake and they're going to do wrong things. They're going to be too expressive because women cannot control their emotions and men can. That is baloney. That is false. That is bull crap. And we see it here. Diddy, could he control his emotions? Hell no. And Diddy is a representation of a lot of men out here. This is just not Diddy, and this is just not in Hollywood. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. It needs to be talked about everywhere. Okay. So I do have an article here that talks about Diddy that I would love to go into so you guys can hear it verbatim. And also I did a video that's pertaining towards Diddy and Cassie that I would love to react to. All right. So how do you guys feel about Howard University revoking Diddy's money, saying they don't want that dirty money? What are your stance on it? What were your thoughts about it when you heard the news? Betty said Diddy is done. Let me start highlighting so I can see you guys. He never paid Howard to begin with. He's a scammer and abuser. I'm a Howard alumni. Well, thank you, Howard alumni. We have Howard people up in here and they said, hey, he ain't never pay them anyway. So I don't know if he never paid them. What's up with the money? I mean, where did they get this money from? I don't know. That's another road that I would not. But Howard wanted to let you guys know that they are going to hold Diddy accountable. And I just have to say this. Our people hold our own people accountable. Wouldn't you guys agree? Press 1 if you say our people hold each other accountable. Howard not playing that. A lot of people are not playing that with Diddy. Okay, so I'm happy for that. I don't know if we could say the same thing if it was a clear man in a clear university. Since I think they give their people a pass. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to race issues. They try to sweep it under the rug and hide it. But Howard, they were loud and proud and voiceful with it, and they let everybody know they would not be taking money from Diddy. Okay. So I want to play this.
Howard University revoked Sean Diddy Combs' honorary degree following release of Cassie assault video. The statement also noted the school would terminate a 2016 gift agreement with Combs, disbanding the scholarship established in his name. Howard University announced Friday the school would revoke Sean Diddy Combs' honorary degree, originally conferred in 2014 to the now disgraced rapper and music mogul. The university reported its board of trustees had voted unanimously to return to Combs' degree following the release of a 2016 video that showed him attacking his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Mr. Combs' behavior as captured in a recently released video is so fundamentally incompatible with Howard University's core values and beliefs that he is deemed no longer worthy to hold the institution's highest honor, the board statement.
Now, unapproachable. Y'all keep saying, well, Howard took their time. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. But as long as they did right, they took the right decision. Maybe they had to pray on it, unapproachable. Sometimes you got to take a minute and you have to pray on things before you decide to make a move. And I'm sure it's just not one person. They had to come to this decision. They had to come to this decision as a whole, unapproachable light. So you got to take that into consideration. Everybody is not going to move as fast as you wish to. We are all on our own destination. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no race, but let's go.
Read. The university is unwavering in its opposition to all acts of interpersonal violence. The video released last month showed Combs running out of a hotel room in a towel and chasing Ventura toward the elevator. He grabbed her by the back of the neck and threw her on the floor, kicked her, shoved her, and...
Can we talk about that video? Ooh, that video done did it to his ass, didn't it? Oh my God. That video done did that. I know people were like, well, goddamn Diddy, you might as well shouldn't have paid the goddamn money because they was going to dupe your ass in whether you liked it or not. And I want to know, do you guys think they would have clearly they would have duped his ass. Because what would have happened if Diddy did not pay Cassie the money so quickly? Do you guys think this would have been different when we saw the video footage earlier? What do you guys think would have happened? What do you think that things will play out differently, more so in his favor or not? I don't know. A lot of people have the mindset that when Diddy paid Cassie all that money, that she was going to shut up and everything was going to be closed. But they say, no, no, no. Diddy, we're going to teach you a lesson. You will never call one of our people racist, okay? Because that is where this tree all come from. But Diddy was wrong. He was wrong for everything that he has done. He has wrong. And he have to be accountable for it. And when you are going against your enemy, when you are in a fight, you got to make sure your closet is clean before you go to battle. And Diddy did not do that. He failed to do that. He underestimated them because he ain't never seen no shit like this before. Hell, we ain't never. Well, yes, you have. That's a damn lie. Diddy, you saw what they did to Bill Cosby. You saw what they did to R. Kelly. And I guess you thought because you was different, nigga, y'all ain't different. And that's the thing. A lot of y'all folks think y'all different. Just because you might be with a clear woman, just because you might be over on America, you think your ass different. You think you safe. Hell no. Y'all all can get it. Okay, so let this be a lesson learned. And I'm going to talk about Jaguar in the next video. But I know a lot of people are saying, well, you know what, Jaguar, why did they have to lock her ass up? You know why? Because she did wrong. People are saying, well, no, I feel that people on YouTube got her locked up. Well, they made the reports. Yes, they did. But they cannot get her locked up if she didn't do any wrongdoings, right? If she was clear of wrongdoings, YouTubers, they can call all day and shit ain't gonna happen. So it's the same with this Diddy situation. Diddy did wrongdoings. They called him out on it and they made it a spectacle and they sued his ass and they're going to make him crumble for his wrongdoings. And the person behind it, they are big, powerful, and they are very angry that he was about to win that lawsuit on racism and take their business with the alcohol. That's a big business. So it is a lot to do at stake. But it seems like, hey, when you're going to go to battle, you just never know. So make sure your whole yard is clean before you go. And maybe, like I say, he underestimated. He'd been to battles before and ain't nobody ever pulled this card on him. And if they did pull the card on him, they did not succeed. Unfortunately, the times have changed. They tell me that Jay-Z also did a lawsuit dealing with racism, but he won. So Diddy thought that it was going to be the same play. And believe me not, you hear a lot of people say, Jay-Z, you're next. Jay-Z, you're next. They are upset that Jay-Z won that racist lawsuit. They upset that Jay-Z is a black man and he's a billionaire and he's an influencer for the other cause that they do not support. So yes, they see Jay-Z and all them black people with money as a threat and they are going to pull them down. You already see what's going on. You got Nazi groups forming. You got a lot of hate groups forming. I mean, hello. Games of Thrones is on its way. We are at pre-battle here. Y'all better wake up. Wake up! Now tell me what movie is that from? Tell me what movie is that from? Can y'all tell me what movie that from? Wake up. What y'all know about that? All right, so here we go. Gigi is a plant. You know what? You're the plant, baby. I've been here before YouTube was here. I've been here before live streaming, okay? Okay, I've been here before your favorite, bitch. I've been here before your favorite, bitch. I cannot be a plant hoe, okay? You the plant, you the motherfucking sheep. All right, somebody block that hoe. I don't got time. Yes, that is school days. That is definitely school days. Shout out to Spike Lee. Shout out to Spike Lee. Yes. But everything is connected. Nothing is separate. This thing is all bunched in together. It's bunched into the politics, it's bunched into racism, it's bunched into it all. All of it plays a part. So I love that movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. So here is a video I did. I'll put the phone number up here. And also I'll put the chat up. Lord have mercy. The live stream, just in case. If anybody want to fill it or say, not fill it. That's the wrong word I'm using. Anyone have something to say? Link chat. I'm putting it in because I totally forgot. And I'm gonna start looking in the comments too. Because I've been having a lot of plants over here and I know the reason why. And it's going to take me a good month in order to get the plants out because it's something that I did. I did this. I brought this on myself. All right. One of your old videos when you were gay men interviewing LGBT guests. Yes, Van. Yes, I was. Now, what this got to do with that? Yes, I was. All right. Gigi trying to get filled. All right, here we go. It says, hold on, what we got? What do think about 50 Cent over here hugging megas? Truth, I think you need to come up here and talk about it. I really do. I think you need to come up here and talk about that. If you guys did not know, Truth Davis is talking about 50 Cent came out and he pretty much said that black men are identifying with Trump because they are criminals as well. So the mindset is black men are criminals just like Trump, so they can all relate. How sad is that? And everybody is talking about that. Okay. What are you saying, Jack? Is safer locked up on vacation? Well, it's too late now. They didn't let her loose. I heard that she is now released. Okay. So I was over there at Sherelle's World earlier today. They said she was in the chat room and she's going to be talking in a minute. She's going to be talking in a minute. So you got to stay tuned for that. So let me go here. because I did a recap of this video. We have more witnesses dealing with the Diddy situation, and she tells her story. It was over here at CNN, and I did a really good job with it. So I want to play this. I want you guys to check this out.
Diddy. Honey, yeah, we still talking about Diddy. Diddy, we have not forgot. I got video footage, an interview by CNN talking to the makeup artist, and she was there. She said Cassie came out with knots all over her face. Diddy, what is wrong with you? Why on earth? How could you do that to any human being and then look at her and still be cool with yourself and then have the nerve to do it again? I blame your mom. I blame the society, because not only is him, a lot of these men out here are hitting on women, and that needs to stop. And we don't do enough of that. It's a lot of powerful men out here that these women are not protected by, okay? Protected from. And that needs to stop. Powerful men like Diddy, powerful men like Trump, powerful men that have all this money and have all this access need to be stopped. And I'm glad that people are speaking forward. I'm glad that victims are speaking forward, finally. Okay, and people have the nerve to try to tear them down because they're speaking their truth. So here it is. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, The Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host, Miss Gigi, with the team. Hey. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got here. You know I'm going to stop and go. Okay. Listen.
A former makeup artist for Diddy and also Cassie Ventura, working for Diddy for years and eventually becoming a friend of Cassie's. In 2010, Mila alleges that she heard Cassie being physically abused and was a witness.
Let me tell you something. Now, moderators, y'all not doing your job, okay? Let me tell you something. If I'm such a plant, then why are you here? Plant watcher. Plant watcher. If you don't get out of here with your damn trolling ass, ain't nobody got time for that. And shout out to Keita G. Okay, let's go, NTGG. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Jaguar's recycling old crap of content. All right. All right, let me keep on playing. She's a fan. She's a troll. That's what she is. Okay, she may be a fan for Jag, but she a troll over here. I don't give a damn about nobody fans. I'm not into celebrities to the point where I'm worshiping them. And if you talk about such and such, I'm coming on your channel. So I can't relate with her. I need my fans to get at her ass because me and this person, we don't sit at the same table. Okay. You better listen. I know I don't got many fans, but honey, you better chop it up with another fan and leave me the hell alone. Okay, y'all go out and twirl and leave me alone.
To the aftermath of the alleged attack. She joins me now. Mila, thank you so much for being here. This has been, for so many people, illuminating, infuriating, troubling, devastating. You can go down the list of things, but it's
all right. Here come these commercials. I know I should have just I know y'all like, goddamn, these commercials, but I know I should have just uploaded the video where it's not the commercials. But anyway, we are here today. Make sure you comment. Hey, Tony, I see you down there. I'll get to you in a minute. So let's continue on.
So difficult.
And you know why it's been illuminating and crazy for a lot of us? I know some of you guys have said, oh yeah, I heard he was doing this. I know. So you guys.
Now, let me tell you something, YouTuber. Moderators, y'all better get this mother sucker. Okay, let me tell you something. She a victim. Go pray about it. Go pray about it. What you want me to do? Go pray about it. You a victim. Go to the police. She has a huge fan base. You should know you one of them. You know, go help your girl out. I don't know what you want me to do about it. Shit. She gave her story. Congratulations. You want a cookie? And y'all ignoring her like y'all did Cassie. No, her and Cassie are two different people. We're not even going to do that. Don't you disrespect Cassie like that. Cassie, honey, she went through a lot of stuff. Now, like I said, this is not a Jaguar live. That's gonna be on next live. So you take your hocus pocus and you your material and you say for next live. Okay, but don't she got a man? Didn't they say Jaguar got a man? I heard she had a black eye. What's up with that? Listen, YouTube, you better go tell Jaguar, man, she got a man. Hell, she got a man. That says it all. She protected now.
Keep in tune with Hollywood and celebrities. A lot of us regular folks, shit, we ain't know what was going on.
Kat said, don't give her no attention. I can't help it. You know what? I tried, but I can't help it no more. If I see it, I'm going to see it. Because, you know, a lot of times I do ignore the chats, but I'm trying to start paying attention. So I see it, and I'm going to say something because I might feel a certain way.
We see a pretty picture, a couple, we think everything is fine. And that lets you know a lot of these marriages and a lot of these relationships that you guys see on social media, that you guys see in your family, they are not what they claim to be. Yeah, they may seem like, oh, their marriages is great. Honey, it might be doomsday, and she might be afraid to speak up. Okay. And that is what we all have to take from this, because there's so many women victims that are just like Cassie and are in Cassie's shoes right now. And what are we doing to save those women?
To speak about,
I know,
being a witness of anything. Tell me how you must be feeling just knowing that this has even come to light.
Well, I have kept this secret for like 14 years. I mean, the first time I experienced it was 2010. And I was in the hotel room when Puff came in, and I had no idea Cassie left. And when I woke up, I just saw his presence come into the room. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her.
Girl, I know she ain't me, but I want her to just bam on that door. Bam, 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 bam. What are y'all doing in there? What are y'all doing? But you know, she's not going to do that because I guess she's getting paid. But honey, I wish she would have said, what are y'all doing in there? Knock on our goddamn door. Okay. I wish she would have said, I'm calling the police right now. Okay. And what would he have done? You know, if she said that, it slowed it down. She probably would have got fired, right? He probably, what you want? Or he could have bossed on her too. He could have started hitting on her too, because they say that he hits on any and everybody. He is not going to.
Now, truth says, if you saw a person being abused and you don't do anything, you're an accomplice. Well, you know what, truth? A lot of us are accomplice. Listen, I don't know. Have y'all ever seen somebody get that ass whooped? Press 1 if you have. Press 5 if you have not. I think it varies, truth. I remember one of my first times seeing somebody get dragged. I was like 6, 7 years old. It was my neighbor. Her stepdad was dragging her. And I wanted to call the police, but my friend was like, if you don't get your ass off the phone, you better learn how to mind your business. So a lot of us are conditioned to mind our business. And when it comes to DV, but I've always had I want to get involved. But as I grew wiser, I saw so many people get hurt trying to get involved. I saw so many people got taken out when they did get involved. And I said, well, shit, I don't know. Then you hear or you see the cases where you get involved and then the other person's like, get out of this, mind your business. Then they start attacking you. So, you know, you have to judge wisely. So if I were y'all, I would call. If I were y'all, I would intervene. But I can understand if I see something, I might not jump in because I got to protect myself first. And if I feel that it can cause me harm, I'm not a hero. I'm scared. I'm scared too. I'm scary as hell. I'm gonna pray. Okay. But for y'all that are heroes, shout out to y'all. Y'all the real ones. And I hope y'all heads stay on a swivel. I hope that y'all out here. If I get my ass whooped, I hope y'all around. I hope y'all around if I got my ass whooped now. Shit. I hope y'all not gonna pull out the cell phone, is you? You know how niggas is now, and you can see it on social media. You see people getting their ass whooped, and what do people do? They take their phone out. They ain't gonna help your ass. All they gonna do is record, okay, and put it on internet for entertainment, and that's just what it is. A lot of people. You'll be surprised. You know, you think, oh, ain't nobody gonna bother me because I'm in front of a whole group of people. Hell, they'll knock you out in front of all those people, and all the people ain't gonna say nothing. But look, take their cell phone out and record. It's a sad day, but I've seen it happen so many times.
Spare you because you're a woman. He's not going to spare you because you're a man. They say he hit on everybody. Maybe she didn't want to get her ass whooped, okay? And that is understandable. And she was afraid. She said she just packed her stuff and go. What would y'all do in that situation? Would you bam on that door while Diddy is screaming and yelling at her? I mean, would you run and go get help? What would you do if you were in that situation? Comment, let me know. I would want to bam on that door and bust that door down and say, nigga, who the hell you think you talking to? Huh? Diddy! So if I would have did that, he would have bust me in my goddamn mouth, right? And then I wouldn't shut the fuck up, okay? Or unless I had a power, okay? But let's continue on.
Or out to safety and bringing her to my house. So that's kind of like what transpired from that night. And once she came out of the room, she was badly, beaten.
Oh my God. What did her physical appearance look like?
I mean, it was knots on her head, black eye, busted lip, but a lot of knots all over her head.
Did she go to the police at that point or anything?
No, we didn't know what to do.
That had to be hard, coming out and seeing her knots up on her head. Honey, if that was your home girl, what would y'all do? Okay? Hell no. Hell, Diddy, bring your ass out of here. Okay? Had that clock loaded. Paya. You know what I'm saying? Teach his ass a lesson.
That's right, Gigi. Teach his ass a lesson. Now listen, this is my alter ego speaking shit. Because knowing me, I'll be scared like a motherfucker for real. But honey, when you got your alter ego, go ahead. You got all the confidence in the world. Do you hear me?
It's either him or me, But all those knots on her face, busted eye and everything. You just want to grab him by the neck and say, why would you do that?
Talking about some 999 that commercial. Hey Tony, how you doing?
Gigi, I'm doing fine. I am doing fine. Miss you. I've been tied up working with the radio network, and so yeah, we just been building stuff. But I've hit
congratulations for your success.
Thank you. Thank you.
Down to the pipeline today, they are saying Howard University is revoking the money, and they don't want any money from Diddy, and they're washing their hands.
They should have been done that. But Howard University is just like everybody else. They've known what Diddy was all about. There was nothing new to them, but because of the money, they close their eyes. And I'm sitting here today hurting a whole lot more than other days because, one, I realized the extensive hurt that women have going through this. I also realized the extensive hurt that women go through just because people not saying anything. When you see a person get bruised up like that and you let it go just for the sake of somebody being rich, the hell with that. Call the police on them. Point blank.
Yes, call the police. Get
You
it
know,
to stop. Save a life. Because she
I
could have
right.
been gone. She could have been dead and gone. And you could have saved a life. But Tony, I do understand they scared too. They scared that somebody gonna take their life.
Well, they couldn't be so much scared, too scared, because they kept going back to get the money.
Well, okay, you're talking about Cassie. Who we talking about now?
No. Well, no. Cassie. No, I'm talking about the people that was working, seeing what was going on, and not saying anything, and still go back to work. I'm talking about those folks. Those folk I hold just as responsible as Diddy, because they should have unequivocally said something. They should have unequivocally whooped his. Yeah, they should have done all that right there. I don't care how many bodyguards he had. Just call some of the boys. Woo woo! Hooty hoo! And tear that nigga up. That's what should have been done. That's what should have been done. You know what? Gigi, I never told this story, but I'm gonna tell it to you. Domestic violence is a very serious thing, and women do it just as much as men.
Well, hold on, Tony, I don't agree with that. I gotta stop that.
No. When I say do it just as much as men, I don't mean equal. What I'm saying is there are situations where they do it. Let me make that plain.
But I think it's small percentage. It's definitely not as high and normalized as men hitting on women. It's been tradition. It's night and day. The percentage of women beating on men versus men beating on women. It's day and night. They say it's like you got a neighborhood and one house is on fire. You know, we got to go to that one house is on fire. And then what about this house? Well, shit, that house ain't fire. Hello, women are dying by the hands of men at an alarming rate. We see it all the time.
Well, I agree with that. I do.
And I don't want to, shift that narrative and try to make it seem like, well, it's just equal, and statistics say it's not. But another thing, before you go, Tony, I want to know, everybody that got sons out here or daughters, would you want them to get involved if they seen a dangerous situation of a crazy man with a pow beating on his girlfriend or wife? Would you want your daughter or son to intervene with possibly they are going to be unalive, but at least they stepped in and they did something? Honestly, press one. Hold on, Tony. Press
okay.
One if you would want your daughter or your son to intervene, even though it's a possibility they might not come back. Press 5 if you feel like, hell no, not my child. I want to know your thoughts. But go ahead, Tony.
Gigi, I'm gonna tell you this story, and I'm gonna shut up. I was 6 years old. My birth mother was very violent with me and my dad. Very violent. My father was a man that would not lay his hands on a woman under no uncertain terms. And she would fight and beat. She would take the leg off of a kitchen table, extension cord, and beat me till I was blue.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's not get too graphic, but
I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm saying that thank God one Easter, Good Friday, my dad left and came back and got me and my sisters. At that time, I was 9 years old when he came back and got us. He left while we were 6, but he came back and got us at 3 years later. And we were raised by him and my stepmom. And I can say from that time that I've never, ever seen my father raise a voice at my stepmom. I've never even seen them argue. I'm sure they probably did. But I'm saying this to say that people have deep scars from domestic violence. People saw what was going on, but people did nothing. People heard what was going on, but they wouldn't call the police. People just, they won't do anything. And I think at this here point that somebody needs to start standing up, especially when you see a woman getting beaten. You just can't not say anything. Forget Diddy. This needs to change, period. You know, they started the new saying, see something, say something. Everybody see, but they don't say.
Well,
And we're
you're right.
talking about it. We're talking about it over and over and over, but people need to start saying. People need to start doing. You walk in the grocery store and you see a dude beating up on a woman. You don't say nothing. In Walmart, that nobody says nothing. They don't do nothing. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if you do it around me. One of us going to the hospital. And that's the facts. And I'm gonna leave it right there.
Well, that's good. And I'm sure so many people in the world wish they had a Tony with them on their side. How many do y'all want a Tony around, y'all? I know I do. Press 1 if you want a Tony around when you go in a dangerous situation, okay? Because you know if you get your ass whooped, Tony gonna save you, okay? Tony is gonna step in.
I'm gonna try to save him. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. I'm combat certified, so believe me, I'm gonna do my best.
Well, that's great. A lot of people are not like you, Tony. You are definitely one of a kind. You're rare. And it seemed like everybody would love a Tony. Okay.
But see, I experienced it. So that's why that's why I feel that way. Women are the most precious gift from God. Women. A man can't do nothing without a woman. A man is only successful as the woman that he has in his life to encourage him for success. A woman is the power of all universe to a man. She gives life. She speaks life. She keeps life. She encourages life. The vessel of life. And any man got to be a fool to interrupt and disrespect the value of a woman. Don't understand it. I don't understand. You sorry Negroes, you sorry folk, period, that would do that. It's single men like me that would love the opportunity to have a woman to cherish. Instead, all these thugs that want to whoop on a woman, live on a woman, eat off a woman, eat the kids' food. She got food stamps and he's still in there going in the projects with a Mercedes Benz. How you living in the projects with a Mercedes Benz? Staying with the girl on Section 8. Is that what we derive to now?
Because we care so much about other people. We live our lives based on what other people think of us.
Yeah.
So that's where the Mercedes Benz in the hood comes from, because the Mercedes, it gives validation to say I have arrived, even though I ain't arrived, but you gonna think I'm arrived because we care about that. And it means that, hey, we are somebody, we doing something, and we care what our other peers think about us.
Ooh, I got a response for that. I could care less. I don't have any respect for a person with a Mercedes in the projects. I don't. To me, that's a person living beyond their means. Here, they're paying 20% of their rent and the rest of the money going to the Mercedes. If they could afford a Mercedes, they don't need to be in the project. If they could afford a Mercedes, they don't need to be on HUD. I'm just saying. Unless it's an old one. If it's an old one, that's a different story. But an up-to-date one? No, I can't see that. I can't see that. I can't see that at all. That's a man need to have this philosophy of thinking. Romance with no finance is nonsense. You can spend money on your rims and you can spend money on your car, but you can't take care of your family. You can spend money on your rims, you can spend money on your car, but you put your hand on your woman. You disrespect your woman. How do you do that? How?
Because they seen their daddy do it.
Yeah. If they had one.
Well, if they didn't have a daddy, they seen the OGs do it. OGs get these hoes in check. That's a real man. The OGs not gonna have that back talk. You see, you let a woman talk to you any type of way because you a simp, you a sucker. But no, not us. We ain't gonna have that. You know, they know not to talk to us this type of way, and they love it. They love it. That's why we got all the women. And you over there struggling, simp.
All right. You know what? I would rather be a simp waiting on the right woman than to be a sucker with no place to live. You see the difference between see, I'm one of them OGs. That's me. I'm one of them OGs. I'm gonna give a woman respect, but she gonna know to respect me. And I don't even have to say it, because by the way that I treat her as a queen, as my equal, as my vessel, as my backbone, she will give that respect. Out of love, she will give that respect.
Nah, Tony, these hoes ain't loyal. Okay, listen, y'all are role playing, okay? I'm role playing. I want y'all to see. Okay, they gonna say, nah, these hoes ain't loyal. I ain't doing all that. I'm the king. Shit, they better do for me, okay? And look, I got all these girls. Look, look.
Well, Zaya Cat just made a statement. She said, "Read the song silent." So I'm a shoot right there, right quick, okay? But not as Solomon. There is a saying that I have that a man should be a Boaz man. And for those of you that don't know who Boaz is, Boaz was a man that owned plenty of land, and on that land he tilled oats. There was a young lady by the name of Ruth. And Ruth used to go out in the field to pick oats. But one day Boaz saw this Ruth in his field picking oats. And he said to himself, oh my goodness, I love the way that woman looked right there. So he says, how long has this woman been picking oats out of my field? And the guy says, she's in there every day. We try to keep her away. Don't you touch her. Let her get all the oats that she wants. Let her get everything. I don't care how much she gets. If she get it all, let her get it all, but it's hers. Don't bother her. That right there is an example that a man needs to know that he needs to be one that can provide for a woman, not beat on a woman, not cuss a woman out, not spit on a woman, not slam dunk the woman, not kick the woman, but care for the woman. If you ain't got,
No, I was agreeing with you. Yes.
If you ain't got no money, sit your ass down somewhere until you can get some to step to a queen. How you gonna go to a queen poor? She has a throne with rubies, diamonds, and you're a pauper with a piece of grass wheat. You can't even buy a honey bun, a Cinnabon. Hey, you can't even go to a what's that coffee place? Starbucks. You can't even go to Starbucks. Barely can go to McDonald's. What you gonna provide for the young lady when you meet her? What security are you going to give the young lady when you meet her? What promises of life can you bear to her of security if you got to depend on her? Where's your 2 feet to stand on, Negro? Where is it? And if you got 2 feet to stand on, respect her and keep your hands to yourself. Point blank. Women are made to love and cherish, not to beat on and quibble and spit on and disrespect. You disrespect her, you're going to do the children the same way because you don't have no respect for the mother. How you going to have respect for the children? And then you got the balls to get with a woman with children and not have any respect for them. I'm here with your mama. I'll forget y'all. What? Who are you, fool? If you get with a woman, you know she had children when you met her. Step up to the plate and be a real man. She'll love you even more. She'll love you even more. You got to do that. This foolery is should be done with. Y'all step y'all game up, Negroes. Pull your pants up, Negroes. Get your mind right, Negroes. You get with a woman with children, man up, Negroes. Man the hell up to keep your hands to yourself. Feed them, love them, cherish them. When you do that, the woman love you even more. They're an extension of her. And if you walk into their lives, they're your extension, Negro. That's the way it is. That's the facts of life. It is what it is. If it ain't for you, get out the way and let a real Negro like step up in here and get what we need to get. Sisters, y'all are better than this. You're 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 better. I'm going to shut up. Oh, Gigi, thank you. I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest.
Well, go ahead. They love it. They love it. The audience love it. They happy that you spoke on this. They've been waiting to hear men say the words that you have said and you have spoken.
I'm just tired of it. I'm tired. You can't even go to the mall without this culture of vultures. I call these dudes vultures. You can't even go to the mall without seeing them. They got on the brand, they got on the latest sneakers, the latest jeans, the latest whatever, chains. And the Negro ain't got $5 in his pocket. How do you have on a brand new suit with a pair of Stacy's and you ain't got $5 in your pocket? You look clean, you sharp to the tack, but you're still dirty because you can't handle no money. You can't pay no bills, and you definitely can't even stop by Burger King. If the woman go through the drive-through and she say, give me a number 10, and the number 10 costs $15. Okay, she say, you want it there? Yeah. Give me a number 10 too. Okay. And she get to the window and she the lady tell her how much it is, and you sitting there like a knucklehead and expect her to pay for it. And she looking at you and you looking at her. Well, go ahead and pay for it. What? Say what? What?
Now, Black Winter says men are online saying that women are using them for free food and everything else. And I think Black Winter wants to know your comment on that. And what I got to say about the scenario, lady, well, for me, shit, anytime I'm going out, I'm always making sure you paying, right? I'm not coming out of my pocket for nothing, not even a tip. Just want to make it clear. Because you have to communicate and you don't want to assume, especially if you don't know this person. I'm assuming you don't know this person. If they're just going to break and say, okay, well, you pay. Clearly, you don't know your man if you thought he was playing and he thought you was paying. Y'all don't know each other. So, yeah, communication. You got to communicate. You got to know what's expected and what you expect going forward.
Mm-hmm. So ask that question again. So I'll make sure I heard
it. Men are saying online that women are using them for free food and everything else.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put that in perspective. If you meet a woman, you like this woman, you are so infatuated with her that you hoping things can go to a sensual place. All right. So now obviously you're gonna need to come out your pocket to pay for a meal or take her to a movie or take her to some nice show or something, because first of all, you must show this woman that you have some ways of taking care of things. How are you going to expect this woman to be the one to go Dutch or pay for what you want? Because at the end of the day, let's keep it real. You want to get in the bed. And how you going to get in the bed empty-handed? How you going to do that? Where they do that at? Huh? Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? You have the audacity to want to get in the bed and get some, but you expect her to pay for it? You expect her to be the one to put out the money for you? You got to twist it. You got to provide for the woman. Even in the Bible say, he that provided not is lower than the infidel. God cursed Adam to work by the sweat of his brow. He didn't curse Eve. He cursed Adam to work. That means the man is the one responsible to work. Yes, women work nowadays, but by the Bible, the man was responsible to work. He was cursed to work. Now, the woman was cursed to bear children with great pain. So responsibility is not for the woman to financially take care of everything. It's the man's responsibility, biblically. That's the way it is.
But Tony, people ain't living by no Bible. Shit, they doing all this fornication. The Bible said don't fornicate. They're gonna do that. So
well, I just use the Bible as to show where it came from the beginning.
Okay.
And we got it twisted now. That's all. Not because I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know it, but I ain't, I don't live it myself, but on the principle of taking care of women, I do. And I like what Justin said. How you got a Range Rover with no gas, but you got gold and diamonds in your mouth. Ooh, that's that right there. That right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I got a Range Rover. Me, I do. It's full. It got a full tank right now. Right now, it's got a full tank. Let me show you something. I keep some cheese in my pocket. I'm gonna hit the thing for a minute.
No, you don't gotta do all that. But Justine, I do feel that a lot of society, we care about what people think, and we know cars is perception. If we see, or if I see a man with a Range Rover, most likely I'm gonna think he got a good job. I'm gonna think he got some money. I'm thinking he gonna do well for himself. We are very shallow, and we're looking out on the surface. And people know if you're driving with a Range Rover or Mercedes, people treat you differently. So that is why I think they do that. Some people don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that they ever going to get it right in this world. Some of these guys don't even feel like they're going to make it to C25. So they like, fuck it, I'm going to get it how I can get it.
You know what? You have a point there, Gigi, but I'll tell you something. Unless you see me get out of my vehicle, and I drive it every day. Unless you see me get out of my vehicle, you wouldn't think I own a Range Rover. You wouldn't think I own anything I got, because I dress nice, but I don't dress how should I say flashy. Flashy. I don't dress. I only wear leather shoes, so I don't wear cheap shoes. I will not wear a cheap watch. I don't have no cheap rings. But I'm not gonna have on zesty name brand clothes just to be doing that. No, you probably look at me and say, well, how he look like that? And he, yeah. So, but that's because I keep my money. Yeah, you got to store it up for days you may need it. You
know what? It just goes to this. Get to know a person. I mean, just because they have an expensive car. You can find a lot through communication. What do you do for a living? What is your future goal? What is your purpose in life? Like, how do you plan on doing that? How has that journey been for you going
Mhm.
for your goals? You can understand a person's background and education, and how is your relationship with your parents? Are they doing something on their birthday? What did you do for your mom for Mother's Day? What did you get her for her birthday? I mean,
Mhm.
these are conversations you guys can have, but you fail to do so. You are
Mhm.
failing to have these conversations to get to know
Mhm.
these individuals, because
Mhm.
I'm sure within conversation you can find out if a person is they put expensive material things before managing and being responsible adults.
Mhm.
And it is not, I know some people may hide, but it's so obvious they're not hiding.
Yeah, Gigi, I want to address somebody right quick. Smart guy Ray, you must not have a set of balls, dude, to call somebody a pimp. I hate pimps, and I hate Negroes like you that even would go to the pimp scenario. You must not know anything about working, dude. You got the wrong Negro. You better look me up before you let that word pimp come out of your mouth. That's one of the most, I hate that word. I hate anybody in that scenario.
Yeah, Tony, I don't think he knew you hate that word, Tony.
I get in his, ooh.
He didn't know. He didn't know, Tony. Give him grace. Give him grace.
He said, dude must be a pimp. He must be, you know what? Any man
Maybe
that
he
would,
was trying to give you a compliment.
no, I'm not saying that. That ain't no compliment to me.
Well, I don't know him and I don't know who that is, but maybe they were saying, oh, you can really talk to the ladies. You have a way of words with the ladies, and maybe what they think you're saying is not honest, but they think that you're telling them what they want to hear to bust legs open. So I think that's their mentality. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just trying to
Well,
levy
well,
it out.
well, I'm not near any one of them to bust any legs open. That's for sure. I'm on an island surrounded by ocean in Hawaii. So that's not going to be possible, you know. And the other thing is, it's just common fact as the way a man should be. Period. Ladies might not want to hear that now, but it's the fact. That's the fact. It's just that. It is just that, you know. And I know this younger generation probably would accept that to be pimp talk or whatever, but that's not pimp talk. That's life in general.
Well, I know this the latest generation, I heard they don't use pimp. Pimp is very outdated. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that person that said pimp is probably older, because they use manager. Nobody's saying pimp anymore.
See, I don't even know that. We don't have too many of them issues here in Hawaii, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You might, Miss Jones, get to know conversation. Make them have conversation. I know they say, well, I'm not this talkative on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if you're a girl and you like to talk on the phone, this man may not be for you. If he cannot woo you to want to hang out with him by way of conversation on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
that is very telling. He is not willing to go the extra mile to make you happy, to make you feel more comfortable with giving conversation. What is he
Mm-hmm.
spending his time doing? Playing a video game?
Mm.
So, and when they meet up in person, what they're going to, hey.
Yeah.
But
Gigi,
it's good to have good conversation.
yeah, you know what my problem was? I was a cheater. And not cheater as in cheating on a woman with a woman. I was married to the military. And to me, the military meant more than anything. And once I got out of the military, I became married to radio and television as a broadcaster. And still to this moment, I'm in broadcasting. So I can only fault myself for being by myself because I was more I was more into a career because I loved it. I didn't wake up hating to go to work. I couldn't wait to get to work. And now that I'm retired, but yet I own a radio network, you know, this is what it led to, being by myself. So that's my story on that, by myself.
But you're happy by yourself, right?
Well, I don't know if I could say the word happy. I'm content, but I'm
content. You're content. Okay.
I'm content. Yeah.
All right.
Because every good man wants a woman, so I want that, but yeah, it's got to be the right one.
Okay. So I'm going to play a little bit more here. That what? And I know that's so ignorant, because why are you asking a monster why they're a monster? What answer do you really think they're going to give your ass? And it might be a lie. The best thing to do is just take them out. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Okay. Pray about it. Yeah. Pow. Get them on up out of here. But they say they ain't know what to do. And this been going on for 10 years. Now, if they would have got his ass up out of there that day, they wouldn't have to worry about it. And I think that's very harsh, Gigi, to say, get them on out of there. I think it's very harsh, especially for people that's very soft-hearted, people that don't ever want to hurt anybody. I know at a time where I still struggle. Even if a person do me wrong, I still don't want to hurt them. And I think that's kind of crazy. But I guess you have to get out of that mindset and know that it's you or them. And I know some of us, we feel like, you know, by the grace of God, got us covered. Nothing ever going to happen to us. Yes, it will.
Yeah, it will.
There's a lot of underestimating. And just you want to be in this safe zone of your mindset. But sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to protect yourself, and meaning you have to get out of that comfortable mindset where, you know, he won't do it again. You know, he just sorry. You know, we gonna pray about it. God gonna work it out. You know, maybe the devil using him. You know, I wanna be patient with him because he's going through so much, and I know that God is gonna deliver us from this. And I want to be right here, and I want to receive that blessing. Girl, you might not be here tomorrow to get it. Okay. So it's very tough, and it's hard to understand. It takes time. You're not gonna give it overnight. But Truth Davis, what happened, girl? I thought you was here, then you went out, then you came back. Truth Davis, what okay, we got RR. I thought Truth Davis was up here. You got something in your background, RR? I think I hear something in your background.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. It's been a long time. I haven't had a chance to log in a while.
Well, I'm glad you're here. What's your okay. Help me remember, please.
I logged in about a month ago when we were talking about Puffy, Diddy, whatever you want to call him.
Oh, Rhonda, girl, what's up, girl?
Nothing much. I had some free time tonight, and I said, well, let me log in to touch base with you.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I just logged in, so I really don't know what you guys are talking about. Can you kind of bring me up to date?
Diddy. Well, Rhonda, anytime you talk about Diddy, just jump in. Now you've been seeing stuff in the headlines about Diddy, Rhonda. I know you have.
Right.
So with that, what do you have on your mind that you want to let loose? Just let it loose.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to know, can you hear me okay now? I did have
I can hear you good. I can
Okay.
hear you real well.
That's good. A couple things. I just want to reiterate to everybody, and I know that this may be, you know, for a lot of people listening to your channel, this may be your first time hearing me. I haven't been on in a while because I've been working, but when I first logged in, you know, we were talking about the situation with Diddy, and at the beginning of our conversations, it was at the point where those tapes had leaked. No, it was before the videotapes had leaked of him in the hotel with Cassie. And when we first started the conversation, the first thing that I told everybody who was listening is, listen, I am not an angel. I have a past. I'm not trying to pretend like I'm perfect. I've done things that are wrong, but I definitely am a changed person and I don't want to hurt anybody. And I did also say that I forgive him, because I think that sometimes when you say things about an experience that you've had with a person, sometimes people misunderstand and they think that you're attacking that person. I just want everybody to know that I'm not like kicking a man when he's down. I see so many people on the internet saying, "Oh, why is everybody kicking this man when he's down?" And we didn't have all the facts, and we don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story, but I'm not one of these people kicking him when he's down. I've had a bad experience with him, but I do forgive him, right? And I've done things that are wrong too. I'm not acting like I'm an angel, but I just want to let everybody know I forgive him. And I said that from the beginning. But there has been so much that has happened since the last time I logged in, and one of the things that happened since the last time I logged in is that a videotape leaked of him and Cassie in the hotel. And the last conversation that I had with KFC, she was adamant, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And everybody was trying to get her to come to a point where she would pretty much say, hey, maybe it's possible that he did it. Well, the videotape surfaced, and I'm just curious to know, after that videotape has surfaced, what KFC now has to say. Or should I not go there? I don't.
No, you can go there. Well, I'm going to pretend to be KFC. Pretty much, she said, well, how do you know Cassie didn't steal something for him? Because in the video, you did see Diddy grab the bags, right? Right? Right. So we don't know. Cassie could have stole something, and that's why he did that. We don't know the whole story. What if Cassie was hitting on him first? We don't know the whole story. What if Cassie was on drugs? We don't know the whole story. I mean, that's just a little clip of the video, but what about the whole video?
Well, wait a minute. This is Truth Davis, and I have a real this whole thing about we making up because we're trying to make excuses for somebody's bad behavior. Even if she stole something, even if she was on drugs, if he was that powerful, he could have shut her down without putting his hands on her. So my thing is this. I grew up with a father and I had 6 brothers. And not none of them nutcases of brothers and my dad never put their hands on any other women. And my son knows better. So what I'm saying to you, I am sick and tired of listening to this. And this is for Zane. Yes, I am going to protect somebody if I see them getting hurt. Yes, that's what I'm supposed to do. And I'm gonna tell you something. One thing, when you carry the full armor of God, you're not worried about nothing bad happening. And people go into Walmart all the time and get hurt. What I'm saying to you, this whole thing, what if, what if, what if? There's no what ifs. If that girl was walking away and he ran after her and he did what he did and he did what he did, we saw it all on tape. He had no right to put his hands on her. None. He didn't give birth to her. He ain't her brother. He had no rights. So to sit up here and say, she might have did this and she might have did that. Nobody has their right to put their hand on you. If you did something wrong, call the police. Call the police. That's what you do. Call the police and leave. I am so sick of listening. Man, yes, Gigi.
Truth Davis, you know I love you. And I love all of y'all. Like Rhonda and Truth Davis. Truth Davis, I wish I could see you. I mean, get on you here more. Because you know I love when you talk about politics, Truth Davis. And I already told you I'm in a lion's den right now. They be coming for me left and right.
And they're gonna keep coming after you. They're gonna keep coming after you because people.
I know, but people, you got the wisdom. You educated, and I need that.
But people like Trump, people like Diddy, people like Clive Davis, people like Quincy Jones, we give them the power because people think, oh, he couldn't do anything. He got this and he got that. No, it's called this. It's called integrity. You can have integrity. And sitting up here, you done heard Trump say he grabbing wahoos. You done saw Diddy beat on somebody. And I'm gonna tell you, this didn't just start with Cassie. Bless her heart. That start anybody. I'm not talking about male or female that watched that video and experienced any type of mental, physical, or psychological abuse, they would probably were triggered. And I'm gonna tell you how I know they were triggered, because I was getting phone calls from clients all day because they were triggered. What I'm saying to you is I am so sick of listening to, oh, he got money. Well, guess what? All the money in the world, and here it is, he getting millions of dollars thrown back up in his face by Howard. Okay? They are dropping him like a bad habit. And he's sitting up there and he don't know what to do. What happens when you do dirt? It comes back. Not saying it come today, but it's coming back. And when it come back to bite you, it bites you hard, and you fall flat on your face. I am so sick of listening to this. Oh yes, I sat there and he was, and I heard the screaming and the hollering, and I just grabbed her stuff and I left. You an accomplice, ma'am, because you could have knocked on that door and stopped all that. I don't care. I don't care if he was paying you millions of dollars. When you sit there and you think of your conscience and you sit there and listen to yourself and you done got this money and you shut up and you like, oh, wow. Maybe I should have done something. Maybe I should have said something. Now you coming on TV on CNN trying to make excuses. No, there's no excuse. I literally watched a woman, two women. Well, I saw a woman hitting this woman with a stick and just kept hitting the woman. I said to her, and let me tell you, I get afraid too. But I told her, I said, if you put your hands on her one more time, I'm coming down there. And she stopped hitting her. What I'm saying to you is if you can't do nothing but just say something, just say, hey, stop. You can get in your car, you can get in your house, and just call the police. All these people standing around here, I can't do anything. I'm scared of getting hurt. Well, guess what? It's coming out now. People videotaping people getting beat up and not saying anything. It's not cool. It's not funny. And what you're doing, you giving that abuser more time to abuse people. More time to abuse people. Because like I said, Cassie was not his last one. I'm pretty sure he done abused more people. And y'all remember when he was at the them awards and they gave him a lifetime award and all he kept talking about was Cassie. Now mind you, Miss Kim is gone, but all he kept talking about was Cassie. That's all he kept. And I want to thank Cassie. And he didn't say nothing about Miss Carisha who was sitting there. He was thinking about a previous girlfriend. So that means his conscience was eating him up. Yeah, yeah, even Lucifer got conscious. Okay, and that's what's going on. We sit around here. Uh, Trump got all the power. Trump got all the power. And look at Trump up here. He on Dr. Phil and everywhere. He everywhere trying to. Well, I really didn't do nothing. They really didn't have a case. No, no. Your everything you reap, you sow, and it comes back to bite you. And I'm not saying I ain't done anything, but guess what? Everybody do something by thought, by word, by deed. But at night, when you get ready to close your eyes, you pray for forgiveness. You pray for forgiveness. And that's it. I'm sick of this. Oh, we making excuses. She might have stole something. Okay, she stole something. Did that mean he had to beat, kick, and stomp her? No, he didn't. Call the police. He got all the millions. He could have called the police. No, that was control. That's what you call it, control. When you got to beat somebody, that's control. When you got to insult somebody and gaslight them, that's control. And you know what? When you have control, you have low self-esteem yourself. That's it. If you got to do all this to control somebody and gaslight them, you don't have no control. You have no self-esteem. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm just so this just Gigi, this blows my mind to hear all these people come out years later about what they witnessed and what they saw. But that's an accomplice. You didn't say nothing. When you saw it, you didn't get up and leave. You didn't get up and leave. Why? Because he was paying you. Oh, now you're talking because he like. If y'all remember, Hugh Hefner just had a whole series on everybody he abused. Everybody he abused and mistreated. But all of a sudden, all them old women coming out. Yeah, I saw it too, and he did it to me, and nobody said nothing. But he dead now. Now I can come out. An NDA is not valid if you committed a crime. FYI. It's invalid. If you commit a crime, the NDA is invalid. It's invalid. It's invalid. Yeah. But Gigi, I gotta get back because I gotta do my rounds.
You don't gotta go. You don't
Yeah,
gotta
I gotta do my rounds. I gotta do rounds. I gotta go sleep. I gotta do my rounds.
That's
Yes.
invalid. That's invalid. Like I'm playing. I said, that's invalid.
It's like this. It's just that we are losing our compassion as human beings. We're losing our compassion. And we're sitting around here giving low-level people this power, and they really don't have no power. They don't have, it's like we giving them all this. And I'm gonna tell you, when I saw this man running down the hall with with naked behind a girl who was running with a sock on. She was so scared that she didn't even put her shoes and socks on. She's getting out of there. And then all of a sudden, oh yes, we're tearing a black man down. No, black man tore himself down. He tore himself down. We just witnessed it.
Right.
He tore himself down. And all this, I'm just thinking, oh, and far as, and I'm getting off. But I'm gonna tell you something. As far as Jaguar White, I don't know her, but I've seen her on she was everywhere with everybody. Everywhere with everybody. Ain't no, how do one person be everywhere with everybody? Okay? No, everywhere. And you know everybody's business. Now, I don't know much about the industry. I ain't never been in the industry. But answer me, I have a question. If I talk too much, like I do right now, do you think people will tell me and let me come to where they at? Because they know I'm going to talk and tell people. Do you think they'll let me come?
Come on, Truth Davis. You got common sense and the rest don't. We picking up what you putting down.
That's what I'm saying. How is it that you would
tell you something? A lot of them, and I went down to these sites because I wanted to know who these people were, but they were a lot of the MAGAs. And you know they love to believe misinformation. Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking up what you're putting down, but you know what? You can believe whatever you want to. What that man said, who you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes? What they say, ain't that what they say? Who you gonna believe?
Davis, I disagree. I feel like that is underestimating because it does not matter about facts. If these people believe that the election was rigged, they're going to want to react for it. So beliefs, to me, and it's shown in history, is way more powerful because people were fighting wars against lies, but it was because of their belief that they fought.
You can sit up here. I want to tell if any of the trolls are in there, because I'm not looking at the chat because I could care less. I love what the quote trolls say, and they can whatever. But I would say this: he's not president. He's Mr. Trump now, and he's a convicted felon. He's a 34 count convicted felon. When I saw 50 Cent over there shaking them hands of all those people, I said, well, you know what? Like mine, ain't he a convicted felon too? Ain't 50 Cent a convicted felon? Yeah, yeah, he a convicted felon out of New York. So he over there, and this is all it is. You sitting up here, Dr. Phil, bring him on to get up in his head. Let y'all know Dr. Phil is a psychologist. He can't write no prescription. All he can do is listen to you. Okay? That's all he can do. And I'm gonna tell you, when Mr. Trump went on Dr. Phil, you know Dr. Phil, he works out of Oprah's studios. You know that, right? That's Oprah's studio.
No, Phil and Oprah, they tight. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Who you think?
Oprah is his boss.
No
Say it
way.
again. Yes.
Oprah Winfrey is Dr. Phil's boss.
And
Okay.
Phil and Donald Trump are buddies.
And so is. Have you heard Gail or Oprah say anything about Trump? Have you heard them say anything?
No, Truth, don't say that. You're not telling me they in cahoots with Trump. I know you lying.
Yes,
Oh,
Oprah is.
I don't believe it. They cannot. They cannot be.
Let me tell you. Let me give you the hot. Let me give you the hot tea.
Yeah.
They turned on Biden when the economy started going left, and I don't know if Oprah is a true supporter, but at the same time, she does support the situation right now. They won't say anything. Even Al Sharpton, under his breath, is on the team bandwagon of Donald Trump. So now I'll leave it. I did
not know it, Zane. I did not know that she was with Phil and Trump. No.
Yeah.
She found Phil. She the one got Phil his first start.
When I saw Phil with Trump, I just knew Phil and Oprah then fell out.
No, they didn't. No. And if you want to really pop game, Oprah was at some of them Diddy parties too. Okay, let's talk about it. She was at some of the parties.
Not some of them, a lot of them.
Okay, she hung out with Weinstein. She hung out with him. He discovered her. He put her in that movie, The Color Purple, because Steven Spielberg didn't want her.
No. You have that wrong. Oprah wrote The Color Purple.
No,
that was hers.
No one. That movie was written by Alice Walker, and Steven Spielberg brought the rights for it. But he asked Alice Walker, "Can you write some of the screenplay?" When he was choosing the cast, Oprah Winfrey was going to a quote fat farm. That's where she was headed to lose weight. And Steven Spielberg and Weinstein asked, could she come and be Sophie? Read the background on it. I remember when it happened.
That part is correct. Yeah, you're right.
And she hung out with Weinstein too. You ever heard her say anything about Weinstein? No, never. You'll never hear that. I'm trying to tell you, see, these people operate within each other. They operate within each other. The studio that Dr. Phil out of is out of Oprah's studio.
Yeah, that's Harpo Productions.
Harpo Productions. Okay. Now you got 50 Cent coming in because he's a millionaire. You got Ice Cube because guess what? Ice Cube got that basketball team, that three-player basketball team, and he's trying to pump that up. Yeah. And guess who's part of that? Steve Bannon. So don't sit up here and think these people ain't in cahoots with each other.
Davis, I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm scared.
Don't be. Because I'm going to tell you something.
Truth, Davis, what you just told me about Oprah, child, listen, who else on the team? I don't know.
They're all team.
I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a lot on the team that you would not believe it's on there. And
some of them playing games. Some of them playing games. They say playing both sides because they want to see what's gonna happen. So they're not gonna say anything.
And that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, Donald Trump was not always a Republican. He funded the Democratic Party.
Him and the Clintons were best of friends.
His daughter and Hillary Clinton's daughter are like sisters.
Well, I don't know, y'all. I hear y'all, but Trump always talking about the Clintons. He always talking about Hillary.
That's the overlay. That's the overlay for the underplay.
They were the Clintons was part of Diddy parties too.
And Epstein. And Epstein.
And Epstein. Yeah, I mean, look. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. We about to get some tea. Y'all got your cup ready? You got your cup ready?
I'm
Gigi?
ready. Let's go.
scared.
All
I'm
right.
up here doing all this politics. Now y'all want I need to step the fuck back. I don't know what the hell I'm getting into.
All right.
But go
I'm,
ahead, Tony.
I'm gonna take the tea to the head. Y'all get ready, because here come a good flavor right here. It's called old school Tony B.O. That's what it is right here. I'm about to drop it like it's hot. I'm gonna give you the real lowdown. If you think Jaguar, right, was so significant, why ain't Homeland Security picked her up?
Well, that makes sense. That's a good question.
You know why they hadn't picked her up? Because she's a liar.
Exactly.
That's true.
She's a liar. She's a fruitcake, and she got some problems. They're not gonna put you on the stand knowing that you got problems, and they're not gonna put you on the stand if you're not credible.
Get that woman on some medication. Get her back on her lithium. Get her back on her lithium. And I'm
She's
gonna
not
tell you, and you know what's
she's
you know
not.
what's
She's not.
even sadder? She's being used and thrown away. They gonna use her up and they gonna throw her away.
Well,
That's what they do.
I don't know how. That one I have a little problem with, because she was already thrown away, and she used her own self up. You know, have you ever seen any of Jaguar Wright concerts?
I saw a video.
The
I saw
girl
a
was
video.
talented. The girl was talented. She
I
could
saw a
sing
video.
jazz like none other. I'm telling you, the girl got talent.
And that's what I'm talking about. God blessed you with a talent. And instead of you, because or whatever, because you know those producers will throw you away. And when they tired of it, they throw you away. Instead of you getting angry and bitter and telling all their business, what you think happened, what you done put together, go put yourself together and get back on your game. It's like this. We all fall down. Every last one of us fall down. It's how
Yeah.
you get back up. You get
Okay.
back up telling everybody's business and all this. No, they're not going to let you back in. You
Okay.
know, you got to go create your own space. And she
Yeah.
need to go create her own space. But sitting around here and telling all that junk, that's stupid. You're
Sis,
too old for that.
sis. Now that one, I'm gonna say I kind of disagree with a teeny bit, because she has made a space. She has garnered a fan base by telling the stories. Her and Gene Deal. Gene Deal's stories come out of Hurt. Jaguars, I don't know where she's coming from. But now somebody could say Jaguar Wright ain't a liar. Well, if she's not a liar, how would she go and take a U-Haul, a Penske rental truck, and not do the right thing with it? I mean, come on, what's up with that?
Exactly.
You're a liar. You're a thief. You're not a credible person to do that.
Honest. Yeah, and you know, I was on Cheryl World today, and I was on Voodoo yesterday, and you know, they said that she has a lot of YouTube friends that she have friends and connection with, and they said that she did them so wrong. One dude said she got the channel shut down and was calling CPS on Tasha K Kids and was doing a whole bunch of stuff to different people. I said, what?
Hello.
Oh my God. I can't
Hello.
believe that she's doing all
Huh?
this. To people. Go ahead, Truth. Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind.
I heard. Oh, you were saying that she did a whole lot of stuff to people calling on people, but it's like this. It's like this. Her life. You sitting up here. You sitting up here talking about other folk. Can you hear me? Because I
Yeah.
changed. You sitting up here. Uh, you acting like you acting like folks that be on YouTube. You're going on some of these people that go and tell on folks for content and all that. That's not what you do. That's not what you do. If you are talented, like I saw a video of that chick singing from years ago, and she has the talent just not well. I'm a Jill
Yeah,
Scott fan.
but this is
I,
this is the new. I get what you're saying, Truth, but it definitely seemed like it's a new trend going on. Orlando Brown, he does the same thing, and you have different people that are going to start to do the same thing. Any of y'all, if y'all come out here tomorrow and said you slept with a celebrity and you had a picture with them, they're going to believe it, and you can just create whatever you want to. Do y'all remember Charlton, that big girl that slept with Usher?
oh, oh,
People thought that was
wait a
a lie.
minute. And wait a minute. She slept with Usher and got that crazy ass Gloria Allred's daughter to represent her. Do you remember that? And sued him. And
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 got
you
them.
know what? And
So
got the money because guess what? Because people will settle, so you will just go somewhere and sit down. Just go somewhere and sit down.
yeah, but that
All
is the new world now. The liars are winning. The people that just make up stories and can run with it, and it's going to spread. It's going
But
to
that's
spread.
the problem. But that's the problem. You got people that'll make up stories, and then you got people that's actually being taken advantage of, and they can't get in front. They can't get their story out because people over there just telling stuff as they go. People telling stuff as they go. Oh, this what when I hung out with Diddy and all that, I'm pretty sure she was at Jaguar was at those parties. And if you were at those parties, you probably saw a lot. You probably saw a lot. What did you do if you saw somebody being mistreated? Did you just say, oh, as long as it ain't me? No. But now you coming out. See, I told y'all. I told y'all. I have been hearing for years, all this offhanded stuff about Cassie and how Diddy was using her to bring in talent, like he did with Miss Kim. He used both of them to bring the talent in. Okay, he used them, and that's what they said. But now, ain't it funny? All the stuff is coming out. I'm gonna ask you something, Miss Gigi and Tony. I'm gonna ask you, do y'all remember the group intro? Y'all remember that group intro? And the
Do.
guy name was, yeah, you remember Kenny, the lead?
Yep. Yep.
Where's Kenny? And Kenny, an intro was part of Bad Boy or Andre Harrell. Where's
Oh,
Kenny at right now?
they I heard he's not doing good.
No, Kenny died of AIDS.
Okay, let's not say that word. How
Oh,
about
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh,
I didn't know that.
look it up.
No,
I'm sorry,
hear
Miss
you.
Gigi. I need you to get your money. I need you to get your money. He died of
but
he
then
died
it
of
could
four.
be a sue. We can't prove that. So I don't want to
Oh,
say
it's
allegation.
okay. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send it to you.
And you got what if his family is watching this now? Shit, he got family and
I'm gonna
everything.
send it. Hold on.
Gigi, can I jump in real quick and say something?
Yes, you can.
Okay, can you hear me okay? You sound far away. Wait one second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me better?
That's better now. Yeah. A couple things I want to say. I don't know Jaguar right personally, but one thing I do want to say is I don't know if everything she's saying is true or not, but I do believe that she is being truthful about some of the things that she has spoken about over the past few years. What often happens is sometimes when you are telling stuff about high profile people, especially people who are well connected, they have a lot of resources, they do retaliate sometimes and they do try to make people think that you're crazy. That is a tactic that a lot of them use, especially men in the industry. Now, I'm not saying that she has challenges or that she doesn't. I'm not attacking her in any way because I don't know where her mental state is, but sometimes yeah, they will try to make you look like you're crazy when you start telling stuff that you know. I don't think everything she's saying is a lie. Okay, I don't want to get into what I do believe. I don't want to do that, but I do want to defend her about that. Some of what she's saying, I believe is true. Also, another thing that does happen sometimes, I think people expect for when you speak up and say something about some of these people, big people in the industry, the first thing that happens is people start digging up stuff on you that you've done. Everybody has a past. Everybody. And it's not just the people like Puffy or whatever. We all do. And sometimes people will find out, yeah, you did this, you did that. And maybe you really did do some things. But just because you have a checkered past doesn't mean that you're not credible about something that you went through. And I think that people need to understand that. Everybody is not, it's sitting up here, and I'm not talking about Jaguar Wright in this instance, but I'm just speaking in general. Sometimes people will attack you when you say something, and they want the way that they attack you, they go and they dig up stuff on you, or they look on the internet, and when they see people saying stuff about you, they attack you because you said something about something you went through. And yeah, you may have a past, we all do, but it doesn't mean that you're lying about what you're speaking about.
Mhm. All right. All right, you guys. I do have another live. I'm gonna put you down. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Davis. So I put the live at the link. I would love for you guys to join me. And guess what? We're going to be talking about Jag while you're right. That is that whole live purpose is to talk about Jag. All right. So I will see you guys over there. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you at the Jaguar link. All right. Bye.